What do you get when you cross a baby frog with an Arctic mammal? A tadpolar bear. Welcome to the stream. Happy Wednesday. That's the best I've got. That's the best I've got tonight. Oh, I started to feel a pain in my eye as I held that stare. That was one of your better ones. All right. Apology retracted then. 50 more sessions of failing on Klinger Winger is punishment for such a bad joke. Oh, do I get credit for time served? Welcome in. Dead Zergling is first in chat tonight. Pleasure to have you here, Zergling. Thank you very much, my friend. Chozo Brain and Sir Rack of Lamb close behind. I almost said Sir Rack of Ham. Close behind, second and third respectively, followed by Jelly claiming the third spot even though she's fourth. And we're not going to start disqualifying people for typos. If we did that, I would be in a world of trouble myself. Welcome in, Sparrow. Thank you again for the wonderful song. That was Revenge of the 8-Bit Seagull. Sparrow's one of Sparrow's most recent works. A wonderful track. The game that goes with it. The game that inspired it, we're going to try and play on Friday, too. We'll see how that goes. Who else do I have here tonight? Reading a little bit about Mr. Suffer, who does have an avatar strikingly similar to mine. I believe his stream began long before mine did, though. I don't know if I've ever actually caught it, though. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on the chat here. There's quite a bit of it. Hey Conga, welcome in. Great to have you here as well, Conga Line Monkey. And Doe, welcome in. Thank you for the resub, Doe. Thank you very much for the 8 months. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you made it for some more Battletoads. Hey Ricky, welcome in. Weird watching you twice on the same day. Weird but good. Glad you're streaming. You feeling depressed and need the chill stream? I'm sorry about that. Well, we'll do our best to keep things as chill as possible. He shakes his head so hard. Had to get first at least once, Zergling says. Ham, Sir Rackham Lamb says. I thought since nobody actually claimed third, I could, Jelly says. Sorry to have to make you read the song title for Revenge of the 8-Bit Seagull? Not at all. Let's see how it goes when I get there, Zergling. I may or may not ask you, because I felt like I started to do a little bit better on my next to last attempt last night. We did finish AO, Sir Rack of Lamb. That game is complete. We got it 100%. Agent Frownie dates back to the Nintendo ages. Well, it dates back to the mid, or to the early aughts. I could probably remember. I could probably narrow it down to the semester that I created Agent Frownie. It would have been in pre-calculus. I think my... No, it wouldn't have been in pre-calculus. I don't know. I remember which class it was in. I don't know. I remember which room it was in, but I think I had the teacher for more than one class. Thank you for the GG. My strategy is so simple, so crazy, it's guaranteed to blow your mind, Zergling says. It's probably something like, don't do bad. Was there a post-calculus? I had 4 math classes in high school. I had Algebra 1 and 2, Geometry, and Pre-Cal. I could have actually taken 5, though I didn't know it at the time. If I had doubled up one year, I would have been able to take... they did actually offer a calculus as well, but I didn't know about it until it was too late. Not that it's a big deal. I don't really use math a whole lot, but I liked math in high school, so... Had I known about the option at the right time, I probably would have done that. Whoa. Instead, I doubled up on art classes one year, so I ended up taking 5 art classes. Which was a ridiculous move, because I'm terrible at art. That's a lot of time spent creating nothing but trash. I hated it. I hated all school though, Sparrow said. School was pretty rough for me up through middle school. And for whatever reason, at about the time of high school, I kind of like, I don't know, I started getting better at school. So, while it wasn't enjoyable, it wasn't, like, bad. Art and writing are the only things I enjoyed, Konga said. I mean, I had fun in my art classes, but I never, I never did anything well. There was never any technique that I did that I did well at. People don't generally take classes they're already experts in, do they? Jelly says. It can happen fairly often with programming classes, Zergling says. Joe says, particularly the one I went to, which is in a rather rough area, Sparrow says. As soon as I was able to, I left the school, left the area, held on to about 4 people in total from there. Sounds like that was certainly for the best, Sparrow. I could oil paint decently, Doe said. Yeah, I feel like I can, like... I have ideas, like, I could generate ideas for art, but I can't make them become real in any medium. I don't know that I've ever even tried to like paint with like proper oils. I remember getting my art teacher really mad when we were looking at historic pieces of art. She mentioned Michelangelo in a painting, and of course I needed to ask if Leonardo, Raphael, and Donatello were there too. That sounds like the kind of question I would have had. glad you didn't. I'm very glad that you didn't end up among those people, Sparrow. Our class here had the lowest success rate in achieving education certificate. Very rough. Frownie's playstyle definitely unique. No one can compete with how unique it is. That's all I have. That's all I have going for me, really. I can't be the best at any games, so at least I can be different. That and persistence, of course. They're kind of tied to one another. They sort of both stem from the same stubborn place. Oh, I messed it up. Don't take it as a bad thing, Frownie. I'm just amazed at how great you do certain things, then miss some others that are much easier in my estimate. Thank you, Zergling. I left the final year about 6 months in to work in a call center, which quickly allowed me to work my way up the ladder to IT-related roles. And 20 years later, here I am, still in the industry, Sparrow says. That is actually, like, a phenomenal story, Sparrow, you know, from my perspective, because, like, I mean, I don't know, it might have seemed not great at the time, but that move got you out of such a bad environment, but also led to something. That you have at least something of an aptitude and passion for. I know that music is like your real passion, but I mean, I know that you're definitely a tech guy. There's no mistaking that. Hey, Mile Hyrule, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. I think you were playing Final Fantasy X earlier, if I saw correctly. How did that go for you, my friend? I was surprised to see you playing that instead of another Zelda game. But I think you said you're doing one off, one on with Zelda. Or maybe you're doing them both at once, I don't know. But, how are you doing, my friend? Thank you for the raid, and welcome to your friends. Hey, Dreamy, welcome in. How's Dead Space going? I think I saw you're up to Dead Space 3 already. I don't feel like you've been playing them that long. You really seem to be moving along. Or maybe it's just that I play everything so slowly. I was, and it's awesome, Mile Hyrule says. My cousin had Final Fantasy X when it came out. I know that he really enjoyed it, but I never really saw a lot from it. The best most of us can hope for, Zergling says, is a job that keeps us comfortable enough we can pursue our hobbies. Anything beyond that's just excess, really, right? I'd love to work in a job where I could combine the two, but unfortunately there's very little money in music these days, Sparrow says. Probably particularly for stuff created for passion rather than profit, too. Not really one off, one on, just splitting the games up. Don't want to do Zelda back-to-back and get tired of it. How could you ever get tired of Zelda, Mile Hyrule? Dreamy says, I'm really familiar with the first two main games. At the end of 3 now. It's been a lot of fun. I have the 3 Dead Space games waiting for me someday. Speaking of which, I need to pursue learning modeling and texturing more in the future. I kind of burnt out trying to figure out how to procedurally generate leaves last time. It would be fun to see you go through the Dead Space games, Dreamy says. Thank you, thank you. Hopefully we'll be able to do that one day. Jelly says, the fun fact, Khaki just carried a crumpled up water bottle directly over to your shoe and dropped it in like that was the most normal place for it. Oh, why? Why are our cats so weird? That was my reaction. The water bottle is the weirdest part to me. So our Khaki likes putting his toys into either his water bowl or my shoes. They've got like they've got little like fuzzy balls and mice and like stuff like that, cat toys that we just leave out for them generally. And for whatever reason, Khaki is always hiding them in those two places. Every time we go to feed him, he's got a toy in his water bowl, and he's always putting them in my shoes. I've seen cats do that. The cats each have their own bowls. They each have their own food bowl. Khaki has to be isolated from the other two when they eat. He can't share food like they can. But they each have their own food bowls, and then Khaki has his own water bowl, and then there's another one that they can all share. Khaki can't share food because he eats everything up all at once, and the other cats graze. So they've got to be put into separate parts of the house for like an hour or so whenever it's food time. Because otherwise he'll eat all of his food and whatever they don't immediately eat of theirs. And they'll wither and they'll wither and he'll explode. My cat's weird thing is that he likes to lick zippers. There must be something about the texture that he likes. Cats are strange creatures. I may have missed something. Maybe another night for tonight. Gargling pickle juice to help my sore throat. I was referencing wanting to get back to my art stuff. Oh, I didn't know where that. I didn't know where that came from. I was trying to see what that was in response to. I certainly wish you a speedy recovery. For the sore throat, and I would expect that would do it. It never occurred to me to get pickle juice. I would always just get vinegar and dilute it with some water. And salt. No worries, it was an interesting little mystery. I tend to just do tea with lemon and honey now, though. It's been a while since I've actually applied vinegar to a sore throat. Or whiskey, Mile High Roll says. Pickle jars just to get their juice out, it gets pretty spendy. Surprising, probably no one. I'm not the biggest fan of pickles. Really, the only pickled foods that I tend to eat are spicy peppers, and probably it would be a bad idea to use spicy pepper pickle juice for a sore throat. That would probably do more harm than good. Yuck. We were so close to not losing a life. Whoa, I forgot about these two. I've been eating so many of those little spicy guys. Better go back to my fresh jalapenos. When I lived in Texas, one of my friends was really into gardening and making canned foods, and she would give me pickled jalapeno slices from time to time, and they were so good. They were so good I could just stand in the kitchen eating them with a spoon. Uncooked jalapenos are surprisingly spicy. I actually don't know if I've ever eaten a raw jalapeno. I've had them pickled, and I throw them into stuff I cook all the time, but I don't think I've ever actually bitten into one raw. I am doing real bad at the Inferno here tonight. I've had raw serrano peppers a lot, which I do believe are supposed to be hotter than jalapenos, generally speaking. Why is this so difficult for me right now? At least I got that one up, which I usually miss. Doesn't make up for all the lives I lost, but it's a very small condolence. I should not have survived. Especially with the seed stream, he says. Eat a full one on the stream. I never did it Mile High Raw. I never got around to making it, and then the making the egg command, and then it became irrelevant. Serranos have never been as hot as jalapenos I get. I've had some almost as hot as habaneros. The third reaping. Can't say I've ever seen someone lose the stick, but ultimately survive quite that way. Jumping into the thing, yeah, that's I mean, I don't think I've ever done it quite that way. Before just then. They get hotter after the first batch. Oh. I really need to grow my own peppers. I don't like this. What am I doing wrong? Ugh. I thought for sure he was gonna land on me and squish me. No. This is what I've been wanting to do all along. That's the kind of thing I've been wanting to do to him for forever, is catch him in the air and juggle him. Oh, if only I could do that reliably. That would completely transform that level for me. No. A deathless run of this game has got to be such a nightmare to grind for. There's just so many places where something can go wrong for you, even when you're like prepared for it and trying to fight against it. One bump into these spikes. It sounds so painful. I finally made it to Klingerwinger, and now I share your pain. Welcome in, Rafnir. I wish you the best of luck clearing it. I'm certain you'll get it way faster than I have. You've made progress through the rest of the game a lot faster than me. So hats off to you. Thank you, but I kind of knew what to do in some spots by watching you. You have learned well. I have nothing more to teach you. I'm having Kung Pao and egg roll from my favorite restaurant, Do says. The best. Right on. pork fried rice. I could really go for some Chinese takeout. I had spaghetti for dinner. We had a big stream last night, and so I kind of overslept today, and I didn't have enough time to go to the store for ingredients. But I had some spaghetti sauce in the freezer, so it worked out. It worked out well. Kung Pao's an excellent dish. I made it with beef, pork, chicken, lamb, tofu, and bacon, Zergling says. Kung Pao bacon. I don't think I ever would have even thought to try that. But I bet it's good. Hey, Boat Ladder, welcome in. Might not be a bad idea to make some pork fried rice, too. I've got some pork in the freezer. Let the life depletion begin. We're alright, we're alright. I don't necessarily have to lose a lot of lives on this stage. I will usually lose a life or two at the boss, but I don't have to, the way I have to lose on the next stage. Yeah, one more. This stage hurts my thumb, Rapnir says. Oh no! What a sad place to die. The life depletion has begun. It's been a while since I've made that error. Oh, I missed him. I missed him. That was it, Frownie. Don't blunder again. You can't afford it. Thank you for the GG. What? I don't... There's something weird happened on the screen there for just a moment. Alright, let's go. We got a ton of lives, we've got false confidence, we've got everything we need for Klinger Winger. That was an excellent first run. Tino, welcome in. Toughest stage in the game right here. Toughest for me so far. That's for sure. I've never beaten this one before. Messed up there. May the Schwartz be with you. Oh. Getting better. That's not a new PB, Sir Rack of Lamb. It is better like than the average that I've been doing by a lot. Is that your first 999 score? It's the first one I've seen, Zergling. Someone told me that I hit 999 on another attempt, but I didn't actually catch it. I just had to take their word for it. I think Rat Race is slightly easier. Someone let slip in the chat the other night, kind of by accident. They thought that I was turning too late. And that piece of wisdom has actually improved my overall performance just a little bit, I think. Thank you for the follow, Tino the Spider. Very much appreciated. Thank you for coming on board with us. Oh my goodness. It goes on forever. That's a new PB, by the way. Oh my goodness. When are we getting a Battletoads movie is the real question. I would only accept a Battletoads movie if it was done all practical. Live action, puppetry, rubber suits, the works. Hey cows, welcome in. Great to have you here, my friend. I'm sure you've gotten the max score before. I've seen it happen a few times, just getting to this stage in my plays. Especially if I get stuck on the ducks for a while. I think I've only hit it once before, actually, Rafnir. Yeah, like the old Turtles movies. All the backgrounds have to be accurate to the game. What if they use real toads? What if they use real Battletoads? Another new PB achieved in record time. I drank milk today. I owe it to all the cows. Goat milk's very good too. I don't think I've ever had it. I've had some goat cheese. I forgot to buy milk today, and ribeye, Mile Hyrule says. Oh no. Everybody's awesome, just silly expensive. Goat milk really isn't that much different than cow's milk. I'd only describe it as creamier, thicker a bit. Dope pause beat when they need to regroup or plan something out. Or the movie could just freeze frame 2 or 3 times for no reason and just play this song. Then it'd be a lot more game accurate. Milk is one of the reasons cows are important after all. Been on a big tuna from the can kick lately. Mix it up with salt, pepper, mayo. Mix it up, put it on a wheat toast. I'll eat canned tuna. I actually really enjoy it. I usually don't do anything to it though, and I just have it on some crackers. Yeah. That's That's why I was That's especially why I was holding off tonight, Zergling, is because at the end of yesterday's stream, I had a run where I felt like I was again. I was kind of hinted that maybe I was pressing the switches too early, but because of that, I started doing a little better, and so yeah, that made me really hesitant to seek out any more help. More progress. Another thing, this is the silliest thing, and it's something that I started leaning into more. And I think this is just a superstition, but I've really gotten into a habit of blinking my eyes as I come into the turns, and like timing a blink with the turn, because it was so funny because like Shadow Archon said something about he had a friend that did that, and and he said it like right after I like noticed myself that I was doing that. And so since he said that, I really leaned into it more. And I don't know that it's helping, but it's helping psychologically. If it works, it works. It's so silly. Baffled Toad, Streaming Fist, welcome in. I am certainly baffled by this toad. I'm not sure I'd call saying your timing is off as too much of a spoiler. No, I've heard Pizza Tower is really good. If they release it on the Switch, maybe I'll play it, but I haven't seen anything from it yet. I know a lot of people are really crazy for it. Does this level have an end? Greg asks. Welcome in, Greg. I'm doing better. I'm doing better. I might actually clear this. I used to do just crackers, been trying to level up my game lately. Even put some avocado and spinach on the bread, and that's a great afternoon lunch or snack. I did a reverse sear on some New York strips last night. Oh, very nice, Streamy. Came out great. Been a long time since I've had some steak to cook with. Yeah, I had I had 2 steaks last week. Last week, I found a good deal on some T-bones. And so I had steak 2 nights in a row. It may end in the game, but it never ends in our heart. Yeah, someone mentioned that a code exists. It might not be a bad idea to do that to get some practice. I can't bring myself to do it because of the monster that I am, but oh. Sonic is chasing me. Oh my goodness. What was that? What was that little piece? Lurk, Lurk Jerk, welcome in. Is he riding a pizza cutter? If only, if only my ride were a pizza cutter and that thing behind me a pizza, I would spin around and slice it in half so quickly. I don't know, Rafnir. No answers. Don't answer that one, please. I'm sorry, but I don't want to. I don't want to know how close I am. It'll. It's better to not know. Sorry, let me try and catch up on the chat here for a moment. Oh, who's your favorite cow? And Cal's answered, I'm very partial to show cows. Show cattle that have been blow dried so they're fuzzy. Thank you for the stretch break, First Pixel. Welcome in. Good to see you again. Like, it's been a little while. I hope you've been doing well. I'm very grateful that you're here. Ricky says, are you thinking about streaming till the early morning again? So not in particular, Ricky. That's never something I really plan to do. My target ending time is generally 5 a.m. I try to aim for that mark and wrap up around then generally, unless there's something going on in the game that, like, I really feel like I need to try and finish out. Or last night we went on for a really long stream because I had so many raids come in and we had such a big crowd of people that I just kind of felt, I should stick around and entertain everybody. It'd be rude to just run away on everyone. So if we have I'm not that early to rise for 5 a.m. MST, Mountain Standard Time. Thank you for the pistachios as well. But no, I don't really ever play on the stream as long as I did last night. I just do sometimes if there's a whole lot of people. If I can, then I'll hang around for them. Let's do some stretching. Oh yeah, I have them, Zergling. They're upstairs. I haven't sat down to make the channel point thing for them. Probably good that I haven't right now. It'd be a real shame if someone did that to me. I tend to be really slow with any work that's done. For any work that's done on the stream, it's kind of like if I have time to work on the stream, then it's like, oh, I could do that, or I could just stream. If there's a vote for the next game, I vote for Journey to Silius. That game rules. It is the best soundtrack ever. So I've played that one quite a bit, Tino. I beat it a couple years ago. Was it last year, maybe last year, I beat it. And then I just played it a couple weeks ago. Again, for the first time. I actually think I might want to grind that game for a Deathless run. I like that game quite a bit. Thank you for these pistachios, by the way. They are just what I needed. And a hydrate? Right on. I'll finish off this water bottle. We don't actually have a vote for upcoming games. I've toyed with that in the past, where we have had people use channel points to add games. It's not an idea that I dislike, but there are a couple problems with it. One is that it quickly seems to balloon to where I have too many games started that I haven't finished, and the schedule becomes unmanageable to where I'm doing nothing but trying to catch up with redeemed games, and so I don't have any, like, power over my own schedule anymore, which is a big problem. A smaller problem, but still something that I don't like, is that I don't necessarily like all the same kinds of games that a lot of people that watch the stream do, and it feels real bad when someone redeems one of their favorite games to watch me play it, and then all I do is spend the entire time talking about how much I hate the game. So, those are the kind of two big factors that make me hesitant for experimenting with that kind of thing again. But when people tell me a game that they think I like, and especially if they phrase it in a way that sells the game to me based on things that I actually like about video games, I do lend an ear toward it, and I do sometimes put those things on the stream. But it's in a very informal, haphazard kind of way. And yeah, if you want to join our Discord, we'd be happy to send you an invite. I think Cows could probably do that. And I'm doing really well, First Pixel. Things are going good for me. I've got no complaints, to answer your question there. Pizza cutter. They need to look the best to be the best bovine. I can't think of too many famous cows offhand. Maybe the Got Milk cow or the Eat More Chicken cow. It was 6 last time. Well, last night the stream went until like almost 8:30. It was just after 8, I think, that AM for me when the stream wrapped up, and that's a bit late for me. Your beard is getting bigger than bigger. Yeah, it's been a while since I've cut it down. Oh, excellent. Thank you, Cows, for sharing a picture. Journey to Celia seems too reasonable for Frownie. Fester's quest seems to be more his speed. We are going to play some trash tonight. You'd think Lion King would have a cow, with the first king being Mufasa. Oh, nicely done, Zergling. I never passed further than the snow level? Oh, no. I was doing really well. This really hurts tonight. You haven't tried this in at least 10 years? It's a rough game. I feel like I've been playing it for 10 years. You had Battletoads and Double Dragon as a child? I think I have the Super Nintendo version of that game. That was a much better run. Lots of progress. Thank you, thank you. I really want to get to 50 games included, but I also really want to make a second run of Battletoads while I feel like I'm potentially on fire. So if no one's going to be terribly upset, I think we'll do one more run of Battletoads before we switch. I'm mostly worried about cows. Because I think that she's probably the one that's looking forward to 50 video games included most of all. All right, we'll do it. We'll do one more run. Thank you, cows. It isn't going anywhere. Well, we're definitely playing it. We're gonna do one more run of this, and then no matter how this one goes, we're gonna play 50 video games included for a while, and then maybe we'll do more Battletoads at the end if I still have to. I'm feeling more Stage 11 optimism than I've felt in a very long time. A soft lock run doesn't count. A soft lock run can't count. You hear that, Battletoads? Soon as level 11 will seem more like 7-Eleven. It'll be so convenient. When I lived in Thailand, there was a place down the street from where we lived, where there was a corner. It was an intersection, you know, like a 4-way intersection, and on 3 of the 4 corners there were 7-Eleven shops. They were identical 7-Eleven shops on 3 of the 4 corners, and I really wanted them to take over that 4th corner and have the full set. But it didn't happen, at least while I was there. I guess I could always get on, like, Google Earth and go look and see if they ever built another one. Not that I think they probably had any plans to, but it just seems so weird that there were 3 of the exact same store. I've never seen anywhere quite like it. They could have built a hotel. No. Yeah, I went for a 1-up and it scored a 1 down. It's alright, we don't need extra lives. We're just not gonna die. That's the plan. Maybe the fourth corner could have been a shoe store. I saw 7-Eleven branded Crocs advertised the other day. Where did you see those being advertised, Cows? Did you take a trip to the past? That seems so out of time. Unfortunately, they're going to come in sizes 7 to 11. That wouldn't work for me. I wear a giant 13 wide shoe. I can't find shoes anywhere. They had a slushie as one of the little shoe clip-ons. It was a random ad on Instagram. I have a 10 triple wide, Sir Rack of Lamb says. Oh my goodness. I've never even thought to look for like a double or triple wide shoe. I should probably do that, because I have a lot of trouble because usually regular 13 wides don't fit very well. That's why I definitely, like, I always have to go and, like I can't order shoes online. I have to try them on, because not all wide shoes are created equally. Hello, MK. Welcome in. I'm finally doing a little bit better at the Klingerwinger stage. We're doing an extra run at Battletoads right now, because I felt like I got really close. Progress is certainly not guaranteed. At least they weren't triple long. You would have made an appearance on The Simpsons as an evil clown. Yeah. I mean, a size 13 already kind of feels like a triple long shoe. The back of the stage looks like spaghetti. I always thought it looked like brains myself. Yeah, I was kind of thinking it was brain-like. Spaghetti would... I mean... I guess I would rather the walls be made of spaghetti than be made of brain. Shop here that's odd-sized shoes called Shoe Depot Encore. Just ordered a pair from them the other day. Leather Skechers in my size for $70. I'm a heck of a swimmer. There's so many things in Battletoads where I'm just never sure if what I'm dealing with is meant to be as hard as it is. It often doesn't feel like parts of this could be as intentionally designed to have such a, like, pinpoint annoyance factor reached. Like that jump right there. That jump might not look like anything, but if you've ever made that jump before, you know. Normal shoes only last me about 3 to 6 months. They always bust out the sides. The last pair lasted almost 3 years. Alright, that's a good investment. I have that same issue with a lot of shoes, where yeah, the sides tend to burst out after a while. My current ones have actually been really good to me though. I don't remember what brand they are. Though I don't really think about it too much. He got away. He got away. I was trying to be cool and have a drink while I fought him. And he got away, and then he started destroying me. I made a huge blunder. I thought I was safe. No, I've even died and lost my stick. Everything is horrifically bad about this. Wow, I really paid a price there. We're not going to get to try stage 11 again, I'm afraid. Clearly, I'm not going to make it back there. This was a mistake. Why don't I ever learn? It's never good to do a second run after a good one. You always stop for the night after a good run. What a terrible idea this was. I'll try to check them out. I'll try to check them out when next time I'm in the market for shoes. Has anyone seen any good movies lately? The most recent thing I watched was I rewatched John Wick 1 and 2. Which I think are pretty fun movies. I got the third one queued up too, but haven't made the time for it. I'm usually not the biggest movie guy though myself. When it comes to movies and televisions, my usual answer for my thoughts on anything movie or TV related is I haven't seen it or I haven't heard about it. I'm kind of one of those, like, if I'm sitting in front of the TV watching something, then it's probably stuff on YouTube. So it's very, very rare that I make time for a new movie or a TV show. If you need a recommendation, though, I can always suggest Super Mario Bros. The movie from 1993. Provided you can find a copy of it. It's pretty difficult to come across. '65 was not good, Sir Rack of Lamb says. See, I haven't even heard of that movie. No, Lou Albano's from the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. The live action movie has Bob Hoskins, the late great Bob Hoskins, and John Leguizamo as Luigi. Perfect casting, exceptional. They're exquisite in their roles. Rewatch John Wick 1, also. Those movies are great. Yeah, I've liked all three of them. I think I like each one a little less than the one before. I think the the second one's better than the third, and the first is better than the second, personally. But none of them, none of them have been bad. It's just I like them all, but I do feel like I like each one a little less than the one before. It's kind of the difficulty of, like, the movies present a very interesting world, but the more of the world that they show, then the less interesting it becomes. Generally speaking, there's nice little, like, touches all throughout. I watched the Blue's Clues movie with my niece the other day. 3D Blue was a trip, Cal says. Scene in 3 with Halle Berry's dogs getting in the action was great. I haven't rewatched that one yet, so I'll have to pay special attention when we get up to that part. I do vaguely remember what you're talking about. I do remember the scene you're talking about, but I can't remember it in detail. I saw a lot of the Rocky movies just got added to Tubi. I guess because Creed 3 just came out. So I was thinking about sitting down and watching a lot of those, if I can make the time. I think I've only ever seen the first movie all the way through. I've seen parts of... I feel like I've seen parts of all of them, and sometimes, like, significant chunks, but I think I've only ever seen the first one all the way through. There's a Rocky Pluto channel now, also. I don't think I've ever heard of Pluto before. Outside of the planet and the dog, of course. It's kind of like Tubi. I hadn't heard of Tubi either until I bought a Blu-ray player and it had Tubi installed on it. I was like, well, this is somewhat convenient. I get a lot of ads for cleaning supplies when I watch movies on Tubi. The Tubi algorithm thinks my house is very messy. Because like 95% of the ads that play are cleaning ads. Pluto is free too? Right on. I'll have to check and see if it's somewhere on my Blu-ray player as well. It's got a lot of apps, I don't even know what they are. Heading to bed now, Sirac of Lamb says. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you for being here, Sirac of Lamb. Sleep well, my friend. Oh, I'm so bad at Battletoads. I appreciate you being here, and I hope you are well until I see you next time. I know why this game has got to be double tap to run, but it just gets me in so much trouble. Double tap to run makes sense for a beat 'em up. It doesn't make sense for a platformer. And I think that's why it's such a big problem, is that Battletoads is so much more platformer than it is beat 'em up. Thank goodness it at least has a dedicated jump button, though. Can you imagine if Battletoads for, like, you know, B to punch, A to kick, both buttons to jump, and was still designed the same way? There would be no way to make it through. The logo on Elmer's glue is a cow named Elise. Or no, Elsie. I think that might be my favorite cow pick. I might have to steal that answer too. I was thinking the Baby cow, Baby Bell cow, but I think the Elmer cow might actually be better. I had a cow stuffed animal as a child that my father won from like a carnival game for me at a amusement park. That's probably the cow that I remember most fondly. My best friend in high school had a quote unquote pet cow that he named PlayStation 2. He lived on a farm, and one of the cows was his responsibility to take care of. And in exchange, his parents were going to let him use the money when they sold her to buy a PlayStation 2. So that's what he named her. I guess she was a calf. I love that. I don't know a lot of the details about how their how their stuff operated. I just remember going out with him when it was time for him to feed her. A nice Holstein, hopefully. I've seen many cows, but never touched one or talked to one in person. I've come across a few. I grew up in rural Kentucky, so cows weren't super uncommon. Now I live in Wisconsin. Cows are not super uncommon. Oh, come on, I can't fail the first race, please. Let's not have that happen. Of all the things to happen, let's not have that. Grew up in Northeast Pennsylvania. Cows are not super uncommon there either. I'm gonna end up helping this rat more than I hurt it. Ooh, that was rough. I need to get my act together for race number 3. Big mistake. Ow. Ow, I hurt my thumb. Oh, I jammed my thumbnail with that hit. Oh, that doesn't feel good. Hey, Loyal, welcome in. Don't believe Loyal's self-promoting propaganda. I hope you're doing well, Loyal. Stoked to see some Battletoads. Yeah, I did a second run. We had a really good first run. I was doing really good at the Klinger Winger. I mean, not good enough to beat it, but better than I've ever done before. And so I foolishly decided to do a second run right away. And it's been going a little rough. Oh, but we're actually almost there. That's the next stage. I completely didn't realize how close I was to being back. I felt like I was still several stages away. You got this, Frownster. We'll see. We'll see. If the general tone of this run has been any indication, I don't, like, my hope is smaller than it was before. This run has been pretty bogus. It's all my fault, too. That's the worst part. Hello, Angelus. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. You're just in time for Klinger Winger. Tell us what you're up to, Angelus. What were you playing and how did it go for you? You mentioned Hook, but I don't remember if that was supposed to be for today or not. I just realized the start of this level uses the same sound effects that the Cryon Conquest does. Oh my goodness. Now there's a game. There's a game. Have you beaten that one, Zergling? You gotta hold the D-pad. I think I only got to the snow level or so. I don't think I've ever made it past level 2. I don't even know if I've made it to level 2. What a game that one is. I should do it sometime. Yeah, you just hold the correct direction at the right time, Loyal. It's pretty straightforward, but it's not easy. Not easy at all. I've gotten a little better at it though. I'm on my average run is making it further than it used to. And Angela says Hook for the NES was going great until it introduced a water level where apparently I drown if I stay there too long. The game doesn't give me an oxygen meter. My health just starts going down after so long. After that I was like, nope, that's enough. It's a collectathon. Hopefully you'll be able to give the Super NES or the Genesis version a try, Angelus. They're not great games, but I mean, I found them playable. They're kind of okay games. I felt where I messed up there. Let me take a moment. Hook for the NES was made by the same company as Darkman. They've continued the tradition of having really terrible hit detection. What a fine legacy to carry forward. It's super not easy, Loyal. I'd recommend the Japanese version of Cryon Conquest with an English language converter. See more story, infinite continues. Yeah, but that's one I actually own physically, Zergling, so I'm obligated to use my real copy of it. I'm trapped. There's no way out. My wife, Jelly, she does Let's Play videos on YouTube every now and then. And Cryon Conquest was the very first game she played. I once made a rap to this pause music, Tino says. It's a great beat. Frownie's making tons of progress. Thank you, cows. Yeah, if you want to post it in the Discord, there's a channel for music in the Discord. If you've got a video to link it somewhere. I mean, or if you just want to type out the lyrics, or I don't know what format you want to share it in, but there is a music channel in the Discord. I was so far ahead for such a long while there. I'm not blinking enough. I'm doing worse. This game is full of lots of evil fuzzy boots. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Sadly, rip the 1cc. If there were a ROM hack where every stage was this level, I would play it, Angelus, because I need the practice. The only way I could beat this back in the day was using Game Genie for infinite lives. It's not unreasonable. I want Sparrow and Tino to do a collab now, Cal says. Even with infinite lives, I still couldn't beat this game, Angela says. I would give it a shot if they ported it to PC. That one part right there is, it's really tricky getting through there. My average run at this has gotten much better. Oh no. The old Frownie took over and I did really badly. Seemed like more progress at least. I made it to the other side of that. That wasn't, that's not the furthest I've been, but it's really close. It's real close to the furthest I've been. No good. Oh. The stage is driving me wild. Alright, my friends. Well, we're done with Battletoads for now. I'm doing better. I got a new PB. I made it further than I ever had before on that last run, and I almost matched it this time. There's almost hope. Hopefully you won't have to endure too much longer, Zergling. Hopefully I'll clear it and then it won't matter and I'll be able to hear your brilliant strategy. Good progress though. Thank you, cows. And yeah, Sparrow's one of my mods, and I'm very lucky I get to use some of his music when we take a BRB. He does video game remixes and original stuff. Lately, he's been really inspired by the Commodore 64 hardware. Yeah, Zergling. I figure after I manage to clear it on my own, and I have my own way to do it, then I'll be open to hearing your strategy. I must depart for the night. Nice meeting y'all. Thank you, Tino. It's been good having you here. Thank you again for chatting with us, for the follow. And hopefully we'll see you around a lot more. But be well until then. I'm going to take a short BRB, my friends. We're going to switch over. We're going to play some of this. This is a plug-and-play device called 50 Video Games Included. And, well, it certainly includes 50 video games. But we'll spend a couple hours with this. I may do another Battletoads run at the end. I wouldn't tell you to hang on for hopes of that, because it might not happen. But after a couple hours of this, we'll see how I'm feeling. This has been kind of magical for me. It's yet to let me down. 50 video games included, yes. All right, so I'm gonna take that BRB, and I will see you again on the other side of that in just a few short minutes, my friends.